What'd you think of the Garoppolo performance? Because I've heard, all of the map. I thought there was several throws that he seemed like he was high on in the first half, but the percentage is not great. 16 to 27, 239 yards. Had the one touchdown, beautiful pass to Kittle in the back of the end zone, and he was not sacked. I look at it as a positive, just because I think when you have this good a defense, Jimmy, I think we need to kind of shift our how we evaluate Jimmy. And I look at it as, if he doesn't make crucial mistakes that cost you the game when you have this good of a defense, that's a win. So that's kind of my new way of measuring Jimmy. I'm not measuring him against the Allens and the Mahomeses and the Herberts and the very best young quarterbacks in the game, or even the tier beneath that. I'm just looking for, classic game manager lead, no huge negative plays, minimize negative plays. And to me, that's their recipe. I think they found their recipe last night. Quarterback doesn't make huge negative plays. Defense kind of leads the way.
Well, and I think you said it. You can't really compare Jimmy Garoppolo to the better quarterbacks in the NFL. You kind of have to compare Jimmy Garoppolo to Jimmy Garoppolo. And what we've seen from him over the years, and what we know about Jimmy Garoppolo, is that he has a quick release. He can get the ball out in a hurry over the middle. He likes to stay short to intermediate. When it comes to seeing the field, I think that's where Jimmy struggles the most, and we saw that last night. But just taking a step back, and I think you said it too, Jimmy Garoppolo, if he puts out that type of performance like he did on Monday Night Football, the 49ers are going to have a good shot to win, as long as he's not turning the ball over and putting it in harm's way, and is trying to be as efficient as possible. I think that's the expectation moving forward. If you can get those one or two, potentially 3 games where, hey, Jimmy Garoppolo does have to put it on his shoulders and come fighting back and leading this team on a game-winning drive, he's capable of doing that. But if the 49ers defense can play lights out, there's less on Jimmy Garoppolo's shoulders. I really did think, I was at Levi's Stadium last night, and I haven't watched the game back, but from what I saw, it felt like a typical Jimmy Garoppolo game. You didn't have the huge miscues like we saw against Denver. You saw some good throws. You mentioned the Kittle one. I had a great view of that. Absolutely beautiful ball, layered over 2 defenders, but that play, I think, is a microcosm of what Jimmy Garoppolo is. You had Brandon Ayuk to the outside, absolutely cooked Jalen Ramsey on a simple whip route, wide open, but he chooses to throw to George Kittle, who has 2 defenders on him. So I think that's the biggest thing with Jimmy Garoppolo for me, is seeing the field, seeing what's open, and taking advantage of it, because we're still seeing that tendency where he likes to try to fit the ball into tight windows. I would like to see him see the field a little bit better and try to find the open wide receivers, because I saw Brandon Ayuk running wide open all night long. Again, nitpicking at this point, but it is, I think, going to be something that he can continue to improve on, and the offense will improve as a result.
Do you consider yourself a true Bay Area sports fan? If you are not a member of the Krueger Show, you might want to subscribe today. We bring you 49er coverage, San Francisco Giants coverage, and Golden State Warriors coverage as well. Tune into our channel, where you can get a variety of interviews with a large variety of media personalities, and even interviews with the players in some cases. Be sure to join us today and tell all of your friends who are Bay Area sports fans where we are at. Join us for our post-game live streams on YouTube, and jump in the chat.